So just start to become aware now of the ground beneath you. And that ground beneath you is where you can release any tension back down into the floor. So we're just going to start to really think about how the body's feeling. So just start to move into taking your awareness into the legs to start with. Just being aware of how those legs feel. And if you're feeling as though you're kind of holding on to any tension here, just kind of allow your legs, usually around the hips, the lower back, just to release. Just by taking your awareness there. Maybe taking the breath there, or maybe having a little bit of a movement into the legs. And then just take the awareness up your spine and into the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and the neck. And again, this is a place where we often feel quite a lot of tension. So just kind of take your awareness there, maybe take the breath there, and just let those areas relax. You might feel like you need to just roll those shoulders back again. You might just need to take a stretch with the neck to one side and then to the other side. And just bring the head back to neutral and just try to visualize your chin being parallel with the ground. So you're kind of lifting up, not looking up. And then take the awareness back to your face. You don't want any signs of tension in the face, so just let the face. So just allow the body to be as soft and as still as it can be as you start to really connect with any of the physical sensations. And then as we connect with the physical sensation, we want to start to become aware of the breath, moving in and out of the body. Because we're going to be moving into quite a strong practice, we're going to start to make some strong breathing techniques now. So we're really going to start to involve all of the torso in this breathing technique as well as the spine. So let's think about working into the core, and as we inhale, we want to kind of lift up through the spine, but we want to send the breath all the way down to the belly. So we inhale into belly, rib cage and chest, and the belly starts to fill up with air. And as we exhale, we're exhaling from the chest, rib cage. Pull the belly button back towards the spine. Keep the spine lengthened. Inhale, belly expands, rib cage and chest. Spine lengthens up towards the ceiling. Exhale, releasing that tension from the chest, the rib cage, and pull the belly button back towards the spine. So deep and long and complete inhalations. And just make sure you're releasing all of the breath that you can on the exhalation. You're trying not to round your back here. You're trying to sit up nice and straight. The crown of the head is lifted. We're lifting from the sit bone. Inhaling belly, rib cage and chest. Exhale from the chest so the shoulders release, rib cage and belly. A few more of these breaths now. So keeping the eyes closed, keeping that nice deep breath in and out. We're just going to stretch into the neck. So we're just going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Just stretch that neck. Stretch on the left side. Release the shoulders here. Bring the head back to center. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. Coming back to center, chin comes to chest, roll those shoulders back. And with the chin to the chest, let's take the hands to the heart center, and you can open the eyes. So on a deep inhalation, we're going to take the arms all the way overhead, reaching into the fingertips. You might want to look up here towards your thumbs. As you exhale, take the arms wide and bring them behind you, and you're going to interlace them behind your back, pull them away from your bottom, and bring the chin to your chest. Big stretch in the back of the body here, releasing tension in the shoulders. On the next inhalation, we're going to inhale the arms overhead. Palms come together. We're exhaling to take a twist to the right side. The exhalation, belly button back to spine. The exhalation. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling towards the left side. Shoulders release. Inhale, back to center. Work with your own breath here, so it might be a different rate from me, but you're moving with your breath. Exhale. Inhaling all the way overhead. Exhaling. Might be quicker than me. Just how long your breath is, how deep your breath is. Last one on each side. Inhale up. Exhale to the right side. Inhaling up. Take that twist to the left side. Inhaling up. Take the gaze up towards the thumbs and then down to the heart center. So release your hands. Take the soles of the feet together now. We'll just move into a butterfly because we're going to really open the hips, open the emotions, release what we don't need. So again, we're sitting up nice and straight. You'll find that you'll want to round the back a bit here, but you want to really work into your core so you're sitting up straight. And we'll just move into a butterfly now. So have a little rock from side to side to start with, and then just take a few moments to move from the hip. So just taking a few little flutters with the legs. And then just let yourself come to stillness as we move into a fold forward. So we're going to use the breath again here. As we inhale, we take a big length of the spine. And as we exhale, we flex from the hips. Again, my chest is open. I'm not rounding my back yet. 3 of these, so 2 more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, unfolding from the hips. Chest is open. Last one, deep inhalation. Flex. And then start to round your back. So just bring your chin to your chest now. Open the back of your body. And then let's just round up the spine. Take the arms all the way overhead and down to the heart center. Lovely. Give the shoulders a roll. Give the jaw a bit of a wiggle. Let's come onto all fours whenever you're ready. So just let yourself arrive on your all fours. And just to warm up a little bit, we're just going to move into a couple of cat-cows. So we're inhaling, bottom up, belly to the floor, look up. Exhaling, rounding the back. So maybe starting to move a little bit quicker. We're starting to get the energy. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to take the hips into circles when you're ready. So nice big circles with the hips. In one direction. And then we're going to take those hip circles in the opposite direction. So I'm like drawing a big circle with my bottom. And then let's just come back to a nice neutral position when you're ready. Take another movement however you want to, and then find stillness. Let's tuck the toes under, come into a nice strong downward dog. So what's important in our downward dog is our length in our spine. Don't worry if the heels don't touch the floor, don't worry if the knees are bent. Feet about hip distance apart. Let's keep those hands so they're nice and wide, roughly underneath the shoulders, maybe a bit further forward. Let's just hover the knees off the floor to start with. Feel that core engagement. So don't let the bottom sink. Keep the pelvis neutral as you feel the core engagement with the knees off the floor. And then starting to push your bottom up towards the ceiling. Legs are bent. Now the shoulders are really broad now, and we're going to just start to push into the heels. So you're kind of walking your dog, walking your downward dog, pushing into the heels. Again, doesn't matter if my legs are bent, I want length side and tailbone up towards. Let yourself arrive in a nice strong downward dog. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So we're going to come to a nice three-legged dog. You're going to take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Lift it nice and high, flex the foot. And we're going to take a big circle out towards the right side. So we're drawing a circle from the hip, out to the right side, all the way up again. And then bringing that knee back towards you, back towards the nose. Maybe bring the weight forwards a little bit as you take the knee out to the side and up again. Lovely, flex your foot. Let's take a walk through nice and slowly. So we're starting to bring the weight forward. My shoulders come over my wrist. Knee to nose, round your back, feel core engagement. Plant your foot on the floor. Lengthen forwards now, push into that back foot. You want to find length in the spine. You're looking forward. And just let yourself arrive here for a moment. So take some breaths in and out. That back foot is nice and strong. Can you just wiggle it even back a bit further so you've got a little bit of extra stretch in the leg? And we're going to take the right foot now to the very edge of your mat. So when you're ready, just take the right foot to the edge of your mat. So your hands are both on the center of your mat and that right foot's on the outside. And again, with the bottom, taking a couple of little rotations. So like I'm drawing a circle with my bum in one direction and then in the other direction. Lovely, let yourself come to stillness. Just take a few moments just to feel that stretch in the legs. And then releasing your left foot to the floor, we're going to start to walk the hands back. So walk your hands back. You're going to fold over this leg here. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just walk the hands over to the right side and just think about inhaling, lengthening your spine, exhale. Do what feels good. So if it's too much, then you can take it a bit gentle. You can bend that front. And then when you're ready, let's walk the hands forward to the front of the mat. Tuck those back toes. Come back into your plank position. Lovely, so we're nice and strong in plank now. Taking a couple of breaths in and out here. We're going to take a nice side plank towards the right side. So you're bringing the left hand into the middle of the mat, turn towards your right side and lift up. Really reach into those fingertips. Keep the hips held high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Take a deep breath in, and we're bringing the hand back down onto the floor, and we're moving through these chest. Some of you I know will move straight into chaturanga. So coming through a vinyasa, however you want to. Knees, chest, or your chaturanga. Coming into your back bend, 3 breaths in your back bend. So you might be in cobra, you might be in your upward dog. When you've taken those 3 breaths in and out, pushing ourselves back into downward dog. Push strong in the core, push the hips high, back into downward dog. Just walking those feet out now in downward. Bottom goes high, lots of length in the spine, and then come to stillness. So we're going to come into 3-legged dog, this time lifting the left leg. Take the left leg high, keep the foot flat. Let's take a big circle with the knee in one direction. And then in the other direction, bringing it towards your nose. So bringing that weight forwards, leg out to the side, taking it all the way back again. Nice big stretch. And let's take that walk through nice and gently. So bringing the shoulders over the wrist, knee comes to nose, round to your back, land the foot on the floor. Find the stretch in your high lunge now. So wiggle those back feet backwards, lengthen the spine forward. Shoulders are released. We're looking about a foot in front of you on the floor so that the neck is nice. Let's start to take that left foot out to the side of your mat. Hands coming on the floor. Nice wide fingers here, and just taking a couple of circles with your bottom in one direction and then in the other. So we're really loosening up those hips, ready to move into them quite deeply today. So let yourself come to stillness again. Nice big stretch in those legs. So send the breath. Maybe it's the hip flexor on the front of the right leg, maybe side of the hip here on that left leg. Release your back knee to the floor. You can release the toes if you want to. Start to walk your hands back. Straighten that front foot to start with. We're going to fold over it. So you can bend it now when you're ready to fold if you want to. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, take a fold. 2 more breaths here. Really release all of that exhalation as you do. And then let's walk the hands forwards again, front of the mat. Lift that back foot off the floor, coming into your plank. So we have 2 straight lines in plank, hips to heels, and your spine. Side plank to the left side. So bringing the right hand into the middle, coming onto the right side, reaching up. You can take one foot on the floor if you want. Try to keep the side of your body lifted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a deep breath in, coming back into plank. Move through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, cobra or upward dog. 3 breaths in the back bend. Really think about sending the shoulders together, releasing them away from the ear. Nice strong legs. When you've taken the 3 breaths in and out, into your downward dog. Let yourself arrive in your downward dog. Have a walk of the dog, do whatever you need to do. And we're going to take a little hop forward to the front of the mat. So look in between your hands at the front of the mat. Heels come together, bend the knees a little bit, going high. Bunny hop forwards to the front of your mat. Find a half lift. Pull that belly button in. Lift and lengthen forwards. You might take the hands on the shins. You're looking forwards about 2 foot in front of you to the floor, so the neck is nice and neutral. So paying attention to what I'm doing to my neck. Lovely. We're going to fold forwards now. Crown of the head to the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, come all the way up, reaching up, lifting up into your palms. Bring the hands back to the heart center, roll your shoulders, release your hands. Just make sure you find a nice strong Tadasana now. We're going to take nice rounds now of sun salutation, which is quite strong and energizing. That will really bring the heart rate up, bring the temperature up, so we can move into nice strong flows. We should be nicely warmed up now, just want the heart rate a bit higher. Coming to the front of your mat, sun salutation, where we take a chair to start with. Feet are hip distance apart, core is engaged, pelvis is neutral, spine is lengthened. We're going to inhale, find a chair. So sit in that chair, nice and low. You can have the palms together if you want, or apart, depends how stiff the shoulders are. If the shoulders are stiff, keep them apart. So let's move with the breath now. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Find a flat back here, and you're jumping or stepping back into your plank. Come through chaturanga and upward dog, or knees, chest, chin, down dog. Into knees, chest, chin, cobra, sorry. Into your downward dog. So as you arrive here, deep breath in on the right leg, bring it forward. Plant the back foot down. We're coming up into warrior one. Throw knees over the ankle. Lift and lengthen. As soon as we arrive, we exhale back down. Come through your chaturanga on each chest chin. Take your back bend and into your downward dog. As soon as you arrive here, inhale the left leg up. Take it to the front of the mat, downward dog. You're coming into warrior one. Reaching up. As you exhale, you're coming down again through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin on chaturanga. Taking your back bend into downward dog. 3 deep breaths in and out here. When you've taken those 3 breaths in and out, we're taking that little bunny step forwards, half lift. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, come into chair again, hold your chair. Inhale, straighten the legs, take the hands next to you. So we're going to do that one more time. We can do it a little bit quicker so we know where we're going. Trying to take 1 breath with each. Front of the mat again. And when you're ready, draw those shoulders back, find a strong standing position. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Come to a flat back and jump back into your plank. Move through your knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Taking your back bend. Exhaling into downward. Right here. Right leg up to the front of the mat. Land the left leg. Coming up to warrior one. Exhale down again. Move into your chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Taking your back bend into downward dog. As you arrive, inhale the left leg up. To the front of the mat. Warrior one on the left side. Coming down again. Moving through knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Taking back bend into downward dog. 3 breaths here. So as you breathe here, just make sure you're in control of the breath, connected to the body, and just allow yourself to release any tension that you might have. When you've taken 3 breaths in and out, going to take a bunny hop forwards, fold forwards, and then inhale, come into your chair. Let's hold chair for a moment. Reach into those fingertips. Sink a little bit lower maybe, keep the pelvis nice and neutral. And then lifting up, release the hands next to you. So let's take a full body stretch before we move into our little flow to open up the hips. Take the legs together, so we've got a bit of focus here, it's a bit of a balance. Feet are nice and close together. Lengthen through your spine, chin parallel with the floor. And we're going to inhale the arms overhead. Take the thumbs so they cross each other, and then just come to stand on the tips as high as you can. Find a focus point. So find a drift you can focus on. Push the hips forwards. Keep breathing. Find that focus. And then when you're ready, release the hands to heart center. Release the heels to the floor. And let's move through a bit of a flow. So the first flow, we're going to lead with the right leg. And then I'll change sides. So we're going to move back into sun salutation A. So let's take the hands to next to us, lengthen the spine. So there's no chair here to start with. Just inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Find a flat back and jump or step back, find your plank. Move through knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Taking your up dog or your cobra. Let yourself come into your downward. Bend the tailbone high, bend the knee. Lovely, take a nice deep breath in and out here. Keep taking those breaths in and out. We're going to move in a moment, leading with the right leg into warrior. So when you're ready, inhale the right leg up. Take it to the front of the mat. Start to take the hips towards the left side, coming all the way up. Look over the front fingertips, rebend the knee. Warrior two. So your arms are nice and parallel. That front knee is over the ankle. The back foot is fully engaged with the floor, so you're not leaving the back foot, and you're not leaning forward here. Bring the spine so it's upright. Nice. So we're opening the hips here, just starting to open them up. Looking over the front fingertips if it feels okay on the neck. So if the knee is too far over the ankle, if it's further over, then sometimes you lose control. And if it's not far enough, you don't have as much of a muscle working in the leg. So keep the knee directly over the ankle. And then we're going to move into a few variations of extended side angle. So you're starting first of all to create space here. You want to reach forwards to create space. And first of all, taking that right arm onto the right leg. Left arm comes overhead. So this is the big stretch first of all. Staying open in the chest, reach through the fingertips. You can look up here. That's not good on the neck. You can look down or look forwards. So we're staying nice and open. We don't want to be leaning forwards into this. We want to keep the stretch. So we might need to take ourselves a little bit deeper now. Right hand's going to come onto the floor. Left arm up to the ceiling. Again, you might want to look up here. Keep that back foot fully engaged and reach through your chest. Now, if this is too much for you, stay here. You don't want any over strenuous on the lower back. So we're going to see if we want to take a bind now. We're going to take the right arm now. And we're going to take the right arm underneath you. Left arm, bring it behind you. So you're taking a bind here. You might look up towards the ceiling, holding it here. So that front leg now is working super hard. Lovely. So releasing those hands. Find yourself into that position now where the arms are nice and lengthened. Push into the back foot, reach through the sternum. That protects the lower back. All the way up. Let's find Vinyasa. So same thing, except that front leg is straight. It's not locked out, it's just straight. Making yourself forward. Find length. Hand comes wherever it would come to. Again, we're staying open here. Other arm up to the you can look up here. Holding it here. You can look up, you can look down, whatever feels best on the neck. We are going to come into a balance in a moment. Stay where you are, pushing that back foot into the floor, and then moving into half moon in a moment. So when you're ready, you can start to move into half moon. You might want to take that arm which was in the air onto the lower back. You might want to just move straight into your half moon. Remember again, this is the hip opener, you're stacking the hip. So staying as open as you can here, and you take this one very deep. So if that arm in the air needs to stay onto your hip, you can. If you just find the balance, you can. If you're flexing the foot, that's great. Because you're really pushing more behind you. And then we're going to come back up with control. So we're coming all the way back up with control. Our right leg is leading. So we're going to just start to take the weight over onto the left. Down onto the floor for a low side lunge. Then you're flexing your right toe. You're squatting on your left leg and you're taking your hands to heart center, holding it here. So if you can, keep the hands here. I'm going to take the body all the way over to the right side, otherwise you can release the hands. Keep the hips low if you're doing this, and all the way over to the right side, releasing your hands, and then walking back to the front of your mat to move through your vinyasa. So coming onto your plank, through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, taking your back bend into your downward dog. Take 3 nice deep breaths in and out here. So we're taking all of that to the other side. So we're going into warrior 2, leading the left leg. The left leg up. Into the front of the mat. It's going towards the right side, coming all the way up. So the front leg to start with, lengthen the spine, bend the front. Look over the front fingertips, that back foot connected with the floor. Nice and open across the chest. Strong open arms, open chest. Super strong back leg, foot connected. This is quite strong on the arms as well because they're staying kind of engaged for a long time. So if you do need to take them here or release them at any time because the shoulders are tight, you can do so. Let's move into extended side angle. Taking the stretch to the side, hand first of all onto the side. Arm facing forward, opening through the chest, reaching up. Keep the length in the sternum, keep the back foot engaged. Try not to just slump onto that arm, keep lifting. Easy to just slump and let go. We want to really create that strength. Left hand comes onto the floor. Stay open, keep lifted in your sternum. Keep pushing into that back foot. You can look up here if it feels better. You can look down. And then using the whole of the shoulder girdle, taking that right hand behind you, left hand under the leg. Any issues here, you can stay here or you can stay here. The bind feels okay, take the bind, stay open towards the ceiling. Keep lifting the sternum. Core is engaged so we don't push into the lower back. So let's push into that back foot, reach forwards, protecting our lower back, coming up, ready for Trikonasana. I want you to reach forwards, take a hand wherever it comes, and find that strong Trikonasana. Again, we're not kind of letting the torso relax here. You'll dump in the lower back. Keep yourself lifted, lift it through your chest, lift it through your core. Moving into our balance now, so taking the hand onto the floor. However you want to control your balance. Flex that back foot if it's off the floor. You can look up if you like, you can look down towards the floor. With control, we're releasing that back foot down to the floor, coming all the way up. You're still leading with that front left foot. We're going to come down onto the floor. So the right toes are facing towards the side of your mat and you're flexing your left toe. Coming up to find your squat. Try to lift and lengthen here. If this is too much, you can take the hands onto the floor and just think about moving a bit deeper into the hip. Oops. Keep the hips low as we take them all the way over to the left side again, flexing that right toe. And then releasing your hands, walk them to the front of your mat, and move through your Vinyasa. Knees, chest, triangle, chaturanga. Taking your back bend into downward dog. Keep breathing here in your downward dog. Move if you have to. We're going to take a little leap to the front of the mat in a moment. So when you're ready, when you've got a lot of length in your spine, keep the hips high. Bunny hopping forward, lengthen through your spine, folding forwards, and inhaling the arms all the way back. Reach into the fingertips and release the hands next to you. Lovely. We're going to move through another little flow now, a little bit quicker. So, staying with our sun salutation. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back and jump or step back into plank. Through your vinyasa, into your downward dog. Lovely, take a nice deep breath in and out here. And then we're coming to warrior two again. So inhale the right leg up, front of the mat, find warrior two. Deep breath in as you exhale, sink nice and low into that warrior two. We're coming to whichever variation of your extended side angle next. So inhale, reach forwards, and you can take whichever version, nice and low. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. We're coming up into Trikonasana. Take the weight forwards and into your Trikonasana. If you feel nice and secure here, you can either stay here or you can take that final one into your half and release with control. Back to warrior two and cartwheel those hands down to take it to the other side. Arriving your downward dog. And when you're ready, you're lifting that left leg up, taking it to the front of the mat, coming into your warrior two. Work with your breath now. Deep breath in as you exhale. Take whichever extended side angle you want. Deep breath in, push into that back foot, coming all the way up. Take the weight forwards, into Trikonasana. Hold it here, or if you want to take that balance, moving with control if you can into your half moon balance. Find that half moon balance. With control, release that back leg. Warrior two. And then cartwheeling through your vinyasa one last time. Everybody meeting in downward dog. So hips are nice and open now in our downward dog. We're going to take a little bit forwards now into yoga, into malasana. So instead of jumping forward so that the hands come on the inside of the, the feet come on the inside of the hands, we're going to send the tailbone high and hop forward so that the feet come on the outside of the hands. Taking your bottom down towards the floor, sink into your yoga. So lengthen through your spine, have the chin parallel with the floor. Try not to lean forwards too much. Try to keep the tailbone lifted. So we're really opening up the hips here. So when you're ready, we're just going to push into the feet, lift all the way up, take a nice big stretch overhead, and let's find a nice strong body. Bend in your elbows, bend your knees, open your chest. Hold it here. So the feet are at 10 to 2 now, they're not facing forwards, it's a bit easier. You've got that hip rotation. The 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. Inhale, take star pose. Hands come onto hips, give the shoulders a roll. And let's take the feet so they face forwards. So to open those shoulders a little bit more, to release the tension in those, we're just going to roll the shoulders back, interlace the hands behind you. Feet are quite far apart. Chest is open. We're going to fold forwards here. So don't let those hands just loll over your head. Stay in control of the shoulder joint. Take a deep breath in, fold from your hips, and come forwards. Take the crown of the head towards the floor. You might, if you feel in control, want to just heel turn those feet a bit further apart. So we're going to release the hands now onto the floor, underneath the shoulders, and get quite flat back here. So you're kind of lifting, lengthening forwards with your spine. And then again, just release so the crown of the head goes to the floor. You might want to take the hands so they hold the outsides of your ankle. Just make sure you're in control. If you do need the support, just take the hands on the floor. Take another flat back now, so releasing the hands under the shoulders, lengthen forwards. And I'm going to take my feet now from into 10 to 2 again. So feet come into 10 to 2, bend the knees a little bit, come back up into a variation of goddess. So find a strong goddess here. Chin's parallel with the floor. Try not to lean forwards here. We're in yogi's kind of squat. Back is straight. I'm not leaning forwards. If you can. If it feels better to lean forwards and have discomfort being upright, lean forwards. Do whatever feels good. So we're going to move back into our yogi squat now. We're going to come into a nice strong core exercise. So just start to lower your bottom down to the floor. Let it hover for a moment. You're in your yogi squat. Just find that peace there. Let the breath start to slow. And then we're going to release the bottom to the floor. And first of all, we're going to take the soles of the feet together. So we are working into a little bit of core exercise. So keep lifting through the chest, lifting through the spine. Now, if this is too much for you, you can just come to, if you're holding onto the feet, you can just keep holding onto the feet. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, we're going to start to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep lifting through your chest. And then we're taking the left leg up towards the ceiling, keep lifting through the chest. Lifting and lengthening the spine. You might still be here, that's fine. You might be here. If you're here, just trying to open the legs a little bit wider. Feel that nice stretch in the legs. Keep lifting, core is working. And then bringing the soles of the feet together again. Keep lifting. And then releasing your bottom to the floor. Have a little bit of a wiggle again across the hips. And we'll take a nice side stretch here, just to start to really bring the heart rate down. So we'll take the left leg out to the side now. Right foot out to the side, doesn't really matter. Left foot comes in towards you. So we're going to sit up nice and straight. I'm going to take a nice stretch over that right foot. So let's inhale the arms overhead to get there. We're going to take them in front of us, because it's a twist and stretch. Start to walk the hands over to the right leg. You can take your your calf, or the side of the foot, or your big toe. And then we're going to start to lift up through the left hand. So we're finding stretch here. This might be enough. You might want to take it deeper. If you take it deeper, we're just going to start to rotate the shoulder right from the very top of the shoulder. The hand faces towards that right foot. And then you can bring it over and really keep reaching, holding it here. So from this twist, I'm going to look back down towards that straight leg, walk the hands forwards, then reach forwards, come all back up. Lovely, releasing the hands. And we'll take that to the other side. So straightening out the other leg, doesn't matter which one you did. You can flex the toe if you want it a bit deeper. I'll just move back so you can see. Take that leg nice and wide if you need to, sitting up straight, inhaling. Arms are coming overhead. And then we're reaching forwards, find that length in the spine. Walk the hands over to the other foot, the other calf, the other toe. Inhale, take the arms all the way overhead. So again, I'm reaching and lifting through my sternum. This might be enough. If I want to take it deeper, take the arm all the way over your ear and finding that nice strong stretch in the right side, whichever side. Just breathe into the side of your ribs. Feel the expansion. Keep lifting, keep lengthening. And then starting to look back down towards the floor. Walk those hands in front of you. Inhale, reach forwards and up. Lovely, take hands next to you. Last stretch, finish our stretching. We're going to take a nice twist. So let's sit up nice and straight. We're going to fold just forwards here. If you want to take something like a block or a cushion or a book for support, you can. Rest the forehead on here, or whatever you need to rest on here. Sitting up nice and straight. And we're just going to pull any flesh from under the thighs. And that's not just to remove flesh from under the thighs, it's to put the pelvis in the right rotation. So chin's parallel with the floor. Let's lift up on an inhalation, big length, and then reach forwards, release the hand. You can release the head. If you want to take a bit of leverage onto the feet, you can, but we want to stay open in the chest. So we inhale, lifting and lengthening, create length in the spine. Exhale, it's flexing from the hips. If the hips are saying no, you can take a block or a bolster. Just allow yourself to be supported. So if you've taken a few breaths into those hips, and actually now you'll just want to let the back round, allow your back to round, and just let everything just start to relax. So bring those hands back in front of you, and we'll take ourselves up nice and gently. Just walk back in towards us. Lovely. Just give those shoulders a bit of a roll. And let's move into a nice twist, just to kind of really balance everything. So take the legs in front of you, and it depends where you want to come with your twist today. So you can take a full seated twist if you like. Let's twist to the right to start with. So you're sitting up nice and straight. The core again is keeping you upright. Spine is nice and long. Right leg comes in towards you. You can stay on the floor here if you want. It can cross over the left leg. If you want to, you can then take that left leg behind you. And some people might need a little bit of support, a block or a bolster or a blanket, sorry, not bolster, a blanket underneath your bottom. But try to be as equal as you can on both sit bones, so you're kind of not one to one. So let's make the most of working into the shoulder joints, the shoulder girdle. Inhale the right arm up and take it behind you, quite close to your hip. Release it. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale the left arm overhead. Don't use that hand that's on the floor to push you round. Use the exhalation to take you round. Release your hand. And take 3 breaths in and out here. So the inhalation allows you to lift and lengthen. And the exhalation, some of us take a bit of a deeper twist here, or some of us will just relax. Try not to kind of let everything go as you relax. Just let things release through the sit bone. So inhaling, lifting and lengthening, exhale. If you're going to take the twist, try not to twist into the lower back, in middle and upper. You can take the neck into it if it feels nice on the neck, but our necks have quite a lot of stress. Do what feels good. When you've taken those deep breaths in and out, on your next inhalation, take the left arm overhead and release. Release your other hand and find Dandasana again. So just to find that little point in the middle, that calf point, sorry, that center point in the middle. Lifting and lengthening, we'll take the twist to the left side. Left leg comes in towards you. It can stay here if it likes. It can cross the other leg. And finally, if you want to, you can go into 4 twists. So let's take your left arm overhead, behind you. Inhale, right arm up, take the twist. Push yourself around, not pushing. You're just letting yourself arrive where you can naturally. 3 breaths in. Think about twisting into that belly area as well, so you can kind of detox it. So it cuts off the blood supply to the internal organs. And then when you release yourself from the twist, it lets the whole new fresh blood go into the internal organs. So it can detox you. Might want to go to the loo after. Taking those 3 or even more breaths in and out, reach up with that right hand, release it. Take yourself back into your Dandasana. And let's move on to our backs. So just bend your knees, moving down through a little bit of a core exercise, arms coming in front of you. If it's too much, hands on the floor. Round your back, come all the way down. Oh, nice, and release. And you might just want to take both knees in towards you now. Have a little rock from side to side. Maybe take circles with the knees. And then just come to stillness and release the feet. So we've done our forward folds and our twists, and I just want us to just balance everything out by just taking a gentle back bend. So just coming into a nice strong bridge pose. We're just going to take the heels nice and close in towards your bottom. The knees are above the ankles. Hands come on the floor. I want to make sure that my neck is nice and long, so my chin is going up towards the gently tucked in. Shoulders are relaxed. And then just take a nice full pelvic tilt. So just start to push that lower back into the floor. So you can feel the lower belly engage, and then lifting up the hips nice and high. So keeping the knees above the ankles. You might want to come onto the sides of your arms, interlace them underneath. Lift it nice and high. And keep breathing here. Use your sit bones, use your buttocks, use your glutes to push the hips high. We're opening the chest so the shoulder blades are together. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, you can release the hands. Come all the way down and just take those knees one more time in towards you. If it feels good, breath in. And just bring the forehead lifting from your chest, not from your neck, just up to the knee. Releasing your head. Make whatever movements you need to make. You might want to take some circles with the knees in opposite directions or in the same direction. Take a nice movement wherever you need it, and then come to find your final Shavasana. So you might take a bolster under your knees or a blanket or a cushion under your head. When you do arrive, palms can face up to accept the energy the universe has to offer. Or if you're feeling kind of over-energized, palms towards the floor. Feet about mat distance apart. Just let those toes move out to the side to take advantage of the fact that you've worked into the hips. Shoulders released. Keep the chin gently tucked in because that will help to tell your parasympathetic system that you're nice and relaxed and ready to just completely let the body absorb all of those lovely benefits from your movement, from your stillness, your postures and your breath. So just let yourself now come to stillness wherever that might be. Feel your body connected with the ground beneath you. And just start to allow yourself again to just tap into how your body is feeling. If you're feeling any sensations in a particular place, you feel particularly drawn to an area of your body. Before we take ourselves really deeply into Shavasana, maybe you need to just take a bit of a roll of the neck or the shoulders or the hips or the jaw or wherever you feel drawn to. Maybe you need to take just one more deep breath into your mind, into your chest, into your second brain, into your belly, and exhale, release. And then just let yourself come to stillness and allow any heaviness, allow any tension to just release from the back of your body and into the breath. Try to let the mind stay as present as it can. So if your mind starts to wander, just bringing it back to letting the body release. Are you still holding on to any tension? If you are, just bringing the awareness to that place can help you to release. If the mind moves again, take the mind to the breath, allowing your breath to move in its natural rhythm. But just being aware of where that natural rhythm is and what part of your body you might be breathing into. As you lie here in Shavasana, just being really aware of any sensations in your physical body, any sensations that might be related to your emotional or your mental self. Just let yourself completely explore where you are right now. So hold on to that connection that you have with your body and that you maybe have with your breath. And just be really aware of how you're feeling mentally, how you're feeling physically. And just to finish your practice, just start to become aware again of all of those sensations in your body, all of those sensations that you might have in the mind, and just thinking about taking 3 nice releasing breaths. So when you're ready, you can just start to take the breath to wherever you need it most. It might be somewhere physical, it might be somewhere mental. You can inhale through your nose, just visualizing that breath cleansing that area. And as you exhale, maybe just exhale through the mouth, almost like a sigh, just letting everything go, letting any of that stress or tension release. Anything that you might have brought up in your practice. And when you've taken those 3 breaths in and those 3 releasing breaths out, you can just start to become aware again of your fingers and your hands. Be aware of any energy that you feel in the palms of the hands. Sometimes we get that with our practice. And just start to move into the hands. And then being aware of the feet and the toes and the ankle. Have a little move into those as well. And when you're ready, take a nice stretch overhead. If that's what you want to do, if that feels good for you. You're taking a stretch, you might want to just bend the knees and just roll over onto your side. Just take a little position, that little reset button. Make sure that you protect your neck though, so the hands might be under the head, and you might even have a pillow or blanket there. And then just pushing yourself up to seated. Close your practice when you're ready. So find that strong seated position that you took at the start of the session, with those shoulders relaxed, with the chin parallel to the floor, spine nice and long. And just take the hands to your heart center, and it takes everyone different times to arrive. So just keeping those palms together, and you might just start to connect with any energy between the palms. Sometimes there's a little vibrational energy there, sometimes there's a bit of, and this is optional. If you want to use that energy, you might want to rub the palms together and place them somewhere mental or physical, shoulders to me, or even a chakra, sending love to the world. I think it needs it right now. And we can close our practice by bringing hands to heart center. And you can take whatever ending you choose, if that's namaste or if it's silence, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. If you've got anything to feedback, please let me know. But it was really nice to have everyone join me today, and I hope that was fun and energizing. I can just switch you all onto, I'll give you back your voices. If there's anything that you need to ask, then just let me know.